can hear my neighbors. I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to do a voiceover on this probably. Like I'm already doing a voiceover on Loom. I might have to cut this out and just do a voiceover. I'll know later when I listen to it if I can hear that or not. Alright, welcome back to Hands and Bands. I want to go over my closeout for my May budget and kind of show you how I wrap up the month. I use this Excel spreadsheet. This is how I track all of my expenses. I created this and it's the entire year, and I did it so that whatever I plug into one month will adjust for the next month, and I will show you that here shortly. This is what I base my spending for the month, and I do monthly budget from the beginning of the month, and at the end I go back and I see what I've actually spent and what adjustments I need to make. So for instance, we'll start with monthly expenses here. Groceries, I used all of that amount. Gas, I believe I had 80 cents left, so $119.20. Family and needs, we used all of it. And for me, I only used $68, I believe. Let me just double check that. $68.99. So 90 minus 68.99 is 68.99. And that's $21 difference. So I have that extra. And if you see at the bottom here, my zero-based budget, I budgeted everything down to $4.15 as a buffer, but now we've got a little extra because of the underspending. But this $25 I just rolled over into my own personal spending for next month. That's what I do with that. Since it came out of my money anyway, that's the $25 that I will carry over for me. Emergency and home, we did end up adding a little bit more from that second stuffing I did this month or in May. So I'm going to add the additional amounts. It was an additional $20 for emergency and $25 for home. I don't have an extra category or column like I do here for the change. So in order for me not to go into the negatives down here in overage, I'm going to add that right into the new balance. So I'm going to add $20 to this, making it $500.14. And then I'm going to add the $25 here, making it $500 on the dot. Oops, there we go. And those amounts will carry over to the new month in June, as you can see, before I do any budgeting. It automatically just carries over to each month for me. This saves me from having to do a bunch of calculations and then readjusting, especially when I'm budgeting for the new month. I go through, and if I have a little extra, I usually throw it in here and there, and that's how I can figure that out without having to do a lot of math. Sad to say that that's not my favorite subject. So that's the change for those. And then for sinking funds, I did that second stuffing and some changes here, so we'll do that here. So for the Christmas budget, we added an additional 20, gifts 50. This one actually is no longer in use, and I changed this to technology, and I stuffed it with 25 of that second stuffing. So there we go. School will get an additional 100, yes. And then subscriptions, didn't get anything extra. Car got 30. Travel, nothing. Pets, 75. And hustle got 10. And medical got 10. Let me tell y'all, I recorded this video earlier today already, and my neighbors next door were screaming and using some foul language, and so I decided I wasn't going to use that. And you heard the little clip in the beginning where I was like, I gotta record this over, I gotta do a voiceover, so I'm recording again now. And all I hear is this music blasting and blaring. Please, if you have neighbors, I don't even live in an apartment, I live in a community with houses and there's space in between. I mean, I can see if I lived in an apartment. When I did, I understood, we're close living, it's loud. But if your music is so loud, I can hear it through your walls and mine, I just can't today. Like, I've reached my level of extreme for the day. the AC, and I just talked about my AC in one of my other videos. My air conditioning went out. We have triple-digit weather. We had to sleep with fans downstairs last night. I am tired. Your girl got her AC fixed, but she is tired. And the loudness is just, it's too much. It's just the inconsideration. You know what I mean? The lack of consideration. Sorry. See, when I get into my moments and my moods, I can't even speak correctly. Anyway. That's that. So those are the changes for sinking funds. And then I still did the overage thing here, which I'm not going to worry about because I know that these were changes that I made, this additions. And then if we go into June, we can see those new balances here match the previous balances. So like medical, oh, I wrote that wrong. Medical got 30. I'm glad I checked that. Got 30. There we go. 10, 30, 50. Perfect. Okay. And then hustle. Perfect. Got the 10. Okay. That's right. I was like, that looked kind of low. So this is how I do that. I lay it out this way. And what I do after I've readjusted is if I have anything where I need to pay, then I take care of that. This is where I'm going to have any pay, any IO. It's going to come here. And so this is how I know that I'm not in the negative, so I'm fine. Had I gone over, for instance, say I had spent 110 in my own money, it would tell me here that I have a negative amount. So I'm not worried about the bottom line down there, just because of the way I've added it all up. I know that it's not going to be the same because I'm adding things after my normal budgeting. This second amount that I added in never happens, and so that's why. And here, actually, oh, that's what happened. I messed up myself. When I budgeted that amount that was here previously, I should have done the negative like I had it. It was 100, and then I subtract 100. There we go. Instead of doing the change that I did, because that's what messed it all up. So there we go. I'll leave it like I should have. It was the child care money I was giving because my kids stayed at home. I'm not learning to use that. It's now a technology field, and so I'm just going to have to leave it like this. And then I've already adjusted it for June. So now it says technology with the right amount. I fixed it. We're back to normal. This is how it looks. This is why I got messed up. So this is how I do the month of May closeout. It's all good. I've already done all of my clearing out of my cash envelopes, which I am cashless, but I use the clear envelopes and wipe them off and keep track of my receipts. So that's all cleared, and I'm ready for the new month with the new amounts, and the new receipts are already in there and starting to add up so quickly. Summer bills are insane. Food is more, gas is more, budgets are more because we're traveling and doing things, which is amazing, and I'm grateful that I'm blessed to have those opportunities, but man, everything is more. So that's it for the May closeout, and then we'll just go ahead and jump into June's budgeting. So we're going to do June. Now, I've already pre-calculated my bills, and I already know what those are going to be, and so I've put those in, and those show me what my overage is going to be. So this is the amount that I have to stuff into my savings and my sinking funds. So my bills and my monthly expenses and any loan payments are already taken out, and this is what we have left. So I kind of play around with it and see what I have and kind of like what I normally do, and then I can go back because it automatically calculates for me, so I see if I have a little extra where I can throw that in. So for emergency, let's do 50, 25 for the kids, and then I kind of keep emergency and home equal. So we'll do 50 for now. We might come back to those and kind of stuff a little more. Christmas, let's do 50. Gifts, we can do 40. School, we'll do 50 to start. I'm trying to get that one higher because school's going to start back before I know it. Subscriptions, always do 40. Car, we can do 50. Travel's getting nothing this time because I'm going to use the summer school money to do everything in travel. So I'll put that in later. Pets, let's do 80. And then like 10 and 10. What do we got? Some stuff a little more. Okay. Let's go back to emergency. And last month I was able to do 75. So let's do 75 for home and emergency. And let's do 40 for the kiddos. Okay. And I can do a little more in gifts. My son's birthday is coming up. School is a big one for me, so maybe a little more there. We're not going to play with the subscriptions. I got a little less in pets than I wanted this month because I had some bills to pay for Carl, my doggy. Okay, I think that's it. I like to keep a little amount like that for a buffer, just for some small things that I may go over on. But that's decent. So I'm going to, so what I do is I put all this into my Excel spreadsheet, and then I use that to fill in my sinking funds tracker in my actual little budget binder, I guess you can call it. And then I stuff into the prop money into the wallet so I can keep track, because I don't pull this Excel spreadsheet out again normally until I budget again for like July. I do everything else from the binder because this is easier for me. So that's it for this portion. Then I'll show you.